What will you give me to save your loved one's life? No, I don't want your money. And get up, stop grovelling. Don't be so dull. Amuse me, why don't you? Bring me something I'd never expect. Today's drabble is brought to you by the words heal, cue, and lamp. And now, another drabble by your favourite magical library in human skin. Being me, of course. You're blue. 3 hours now. Queuing for my Miriam. I spy the miracle chemist over the shoulder ahead of me, his expression flat as he jerks a thumb to get lost. The offending man trudges away, crestfallen. My sweaty fist tightens around the carved handle I carry. This chemist is not moved by sympathy, nor any desire to heal, and he cares not for coin. The price of miracles today is strange indeed. Now I stand before him. Your offer? With a nerve-racked flourish, I reveal this lamp? Silence. Then the chemist snorts out blessed amusement, and his thumb flashes towards heaven. Hello, hello. In the current timeline, as far as I am aware, I am still Moonfeather Blue, fantasy writer and magical library in human skin. Thank you so very, very much for reading this drabble with me. If you liked it, if you could please like it. This is one of the most lovely things you can do to aid Blue on this epic algorithmic journey we're on together. And, of course, any and all feedback of the positive and or constructively critical nature, Blue appreciates to the moon and back. To the moon and back, Blue appreciates you. Thank you. Now, we definitely just plunge right into this one, don't we? Backstory? Who has time for backstory? This is a drabble!
This is Sparta!
So far as stories go, this one is pretty simple. There's a cue, we make a big important scary chemist person an offer, and we await their response on tenterhooks. This chemist, he's a sort of gatekeeper of miracles. In a world where, by the size of the cue, miracles are apparently in high demand. So our protagonist is desperate for a miracle for their Miriam. Who is Miriam? For the sake of the story, it doesn't actually matter very much, does it? It's likely a much-loved family member, but for the sake of personal satisfaction, I'm deciding that she's a partner. Is everyone happy with that? No naysayers? No objections? Good, she's a partner. But what ailment does she suffer? Have they exhausted all other options for treatment? Are there any other options for treatment? Or is the health of an entire kingdom, an entire nation, an entire world at the whim of this rather capricious chemist? As awful as this kind of person would be in reality, as a character, I do enjoy playing with them. Someone so rich and successful, or so sick of riches and success, and so completely psychopathic. Psychopathic or sociopathic? I still haven't got a handle on the difference, and that feels like something Blue really should know. That seems important. I'm just going to look that up. Okay, let's go with the Cambridge English Dictionary. Good old Cambridge English Dictionary. So, psychopath, a person who has no feeling for other people, does not think about the future, and does not feel bad about anything they have done in the past. And there is also an informal definition of psycho as being someone who is very mentally ill and dangerous. Okay, Good to know. Let us move on to sociopath, which is defined as a person who is completely unable or unwilling to behave in a way that is acceptable to society. By those definitions, I think we have to go with sociopath in this particular scenario. So, this chemist seems to be someone who's so rich and successful, or so sick of riches and success, and so sociopathic that they can dangle affordable healthcare just out of reach of a queue of desperate people and say, "All right, amuse me." I wonder how many in the queue felt forced to perform like a dancing monkey for the chance to save themselves or a loved one.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me.
It's actually quite dark, isn't it? Quite dark, as in really quite dark.
That sounds a little dark for you. Now, go ahead.
Whoops. This feels sort of like an epic urban fantasy sort of villain. Not really a big, bad urban fantasy villain, but an individual of moderate villainous repute. Maybe they're the hero's challenge within the first 100 pages of book 1 of a series. Though, sure doesn't feel like moderately villainous to those people he told to get lost, does it? Life and death, literally decided over a lamp and a warped sense of humour. Yes, seriously dystopian here. Also, seriously unnerving how close our reality feels to this, minus the implied alchemy. Or not minus the alchemy, who knows what direction we're headed. And Blue makes a point of discounting nothing. Blue discounts nothing. That way, the day true alchemy is discovered, or the day a fairy gets hold of a smartphone and goes viral on Instagram, Blue will not waste any time bogged down by disbelief. We just accept it and move on.
Let's move on.
So, if you have any thoughts on what events led to this drabbles scenario, or what direction it may unfold following that 100th word, let me know in the comments. Also, Blue now officially extends an invitation and/or challenges you to write your own story using these same words, being heel, queue, and lamp. Blue cannot wait to bask. Blue cannot wait to bask in the glow of your creativity. On the subject of these particular prompt words, lamp. Lamp. Not that it's an unusual word at all, but lamp as one of the prompt words definitely felt a little strange. I did wonder whether it was the nounness of its nature, the fact that it's a noun. I've had lots of nouns before, but lamp, it's just a certain type of noun, isn't it? It feels too, normal? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right, because technically that's a good thing, isn't it? Because something being so completely normal. Yes, we can make the best fantasy out of completely normal. I kind of wish we could have gone into some more detail about the lamp, if there was anything about it that caught the chemist's eye, or just the fact that it was a cheap plain lamp that may have tickled his twisted funny bone. On another lamp-related note, to be truthful, I am the furthest thing from a fan of the Anchorman films. I just think about some of those scenes and feel like icky, sort of angry. I'm really not a fan. But the whole time I was writing this, of course, all I had playing on repeat in my head was I love lamp.
I love lamp.
Blue will now take her leave. Thank you so much again.
Thank you!
Please subscribe for more stories from Blue. And wherever you are in the world, Blue hopes the rest of your day is absolutely lovely, because that is what you deserve. Until next time, bye-bye, bye-bye. I wish I hadn't been sick for so long. My voice. My voice.
My voice. My voice.